3, 2, 1. Hello and welcome to this week's mailbag. I am Doug Kide. If you have a question for me, tweet it to me at Doug Kide using the hashtag mailbag, and I will try to answer it. First question here comes from Michael Gaynor, who asks, how much of a return could the Patriots get for Joe Tunney? At this time, wouldn't draft picks be more useful than a high-priced guard? Patriots could probably get a second or third round pick for Joe Tunney. The Patriots franchise Tunney, so he's on the books for almost $15 million. My opinion on this has actually changed since the Patriots did not re-sign Tom Brady. I think that having Joe Tunney around for 5 years, whatever an extension would be, is more valuable than the second or third round pick the Patriots could get out of Tunney. The Patriots did sign Tunney to an extension, then that would lower his cap hit while keeping him around. I think that offensive line, having a good offensive line, a solid offensive line, is extremely valuable with a new quarterback coming in, replacing Tom Brady, whether that is Jarrett Stidham, Brian Hoyer, or someone else. And that offensive line would be a real strength if that is Joe Tunney, Isaiah Wynn, David Andrews if he's healthy, Shaq Mason, and Marcus Cannon. So while getting a second or third round pick would be valuable, it would take all of his cap space off of the salary cap. I think that signing him to an extension would be an even better option at this point. Second question here comes from Scott Dunn, who asks, where do you feel like the Patriots have the most urgent need to add talent? Quarterback, tight end, linebacker, defensive line, offensive line. Who do you feel are the options at these positions? I think number one is at tight end. The Patriots really don't have a tight end right now. They've only got Matt LaCosse and Ryan Izzo on their depth chart. I think they actually have more fullbacks right now than tight ends, which is a bit of a problem. So I would either sign a guy like Delaney Walker if he's cheap enough as a free agent, maybe Jordan Reed. Those are the two best options. Both some injury concerns there, but good players that they can stay healthy. Or I would just double dip in the draft. There's a lot of, solid prospects at tight end. No one worthy of a first round pick, but a lot of guys in that second to fourth round range. Adam Troutman, Thaddeus Moss, Cole Kmet, Hunter Bryant, Harrison Bryant. There's a lot of potential options there that the Patriots could certainly boost their tight end depth by drafting. So those are the best options there. Other than that, I think the Patriots still could use some help at wide receiver and at linebacker, but at least they've got some starting caliber players there. They really don't right now at tight end. Third and final question comes from Justin, who asks, thoughts on if the Patriots will extend or trade Stephon Gilmore? If so, is this a legit rebuild for 2020, or is there something I'm missing? I personally would not trade Stephon Gilmore. Really would not free up that much salary cap space. Maybe they could get a solid pick out of it, but for me, I would prefer to keep around Stephon Gilmore because the Patriots secondary is such a strength right now that you don't want to take away the defensive player of the year, because then you still got some solid players there in J.C. Jackson, Jason McCourty, and Jonathan Jones, and Joejuan Williams, but that secondary is really a strength because they have someone like Stephon Gilmore who can take away a team's number one wide receiver. And I do think the Patriots can continue to compete in 2020, and it will certainly be better if they have someone like Stephon Gilmore. So I wouldn't mind seeing them extend Stephon Gilmore, but I'm certainly not on board with the aspect of potentially trading him. So that does it for this week's mailbag. If you have a question for me next week, tweet it to me at Doug Kide using the hashtag MailDoug, and I will try to answer it.